The four money tips that will help you when you are trying to be accountable, when you are trying to make sure that you are paying attention to every kobo, every penny that is going out of your bank account. So the first thing I will say is that the little money, those little expenses that you will tend to overlook most times, is even the ones that actually make us to spend more. Let's say, for example, now in Nigeria, you are trying to spend sometimes 1,000, 2,000. You feel like, oh, okay, my income per annum, or let me say per month. Let's say your income in a month is like 800,000, and you feel like, in your head, you just have it somewhere like, okay, how much is 1,000? How much is 500? So those little expenses actually matters a lot. And in most cases, if you want to now spend higher amount, let's say you want to pay for something and you need to spend like 300,000. In most cases, that's when you now start thinking that, oh, I'm really spending so much amount of money. But think of it, if you are giving 5,000 to Mr. A, you gave 10,000 to Mr. B, Mr. C, you gave 2,000. By the time you add everything together, at the end of the month, you realize that you've actually spent so much on that. So the next money tip is for you not to jump into upgrade. Let's say, for example, you got a new job and you were earning 800,000. Now they said they will pay you 1.5, 1.8. So you don't start immediately by, okay, you need to change your furniture, you need to change your car, you need to upgrade this and that. No, just wait for like minimum of 6 months before you start any upgrade. Let that new amount that is being added to your salary, let it be going to a separate account, and by the end of that 6 months, you'll be able to spend comfortably. You'll be able to spend from that saving, instead of trying to jump immediately to for your upgrade just because you have a new increase of for the type of work you are doing. The next one I want to talk about is, don't just save, try to invest. Oftentimes people just save. Okay, let's say you are earning 500,000, or let's say you are earning 1 million, and you just decide to save. The money is just there, it's not doing anything for you. Although there are some types of accounts that you tend to get, let's say for savings accounts in some commercial banks, you can still get up to like 8%, especially when you did not make up to 3 withdrawals in a month. But how much is 8%? That's just relatively low compared to what you can get if you are trying to use part of that money from your savings. If you actually use it and put some of it in your investment, that is something that will yield you some interest. It's not necessarily have to be like maybe high risk investment. You can still go for low risk investments, and you will not really have to be bothered about maybe there will be a risk of loss, although definitely there will be risks involved in that too as well. But it is in any way still better than just saving your money. If you want to save, you can save 10% and put the 10% in your investment instead of putting 20% into your savings. Also, be accountable.